And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 1, The Showdown.
Cynthia and Eleanor and Henry know who the real thief is, but they just can't get into his den.
Quick, we've got to find something. Perfect.
Oh, I hope it works.
Okay, here goes.
Oh, good. It slips in easy.
It opened.
Hey, there he is! Oh, boy! We've discovered a secret hideaway.
He must be sleeping. Come on. Look at all his loot.
Hey, there's the steering thing.
And I see Henry's glasses.
Oh, where? I'm going to get them.
Come back, Henry. He might wake up.
Phew, that's better. The thief.
He's a thief, all right. He's been stealing from everyone.
And causing terrible trouble. He makes people hate each other. That's why he calls himself Hate Gut.
He's got to be stopped.
But how, Eleanor?
I'm not sure, but the first thing we've got to do is free Willie and Edgar.
Oh, yes. Poor Willie and Edgar. Let's hurry.
Carbolites, is you ready for the big showdown?
Yes, ma'am.
We is ready.
We set Mayor Peter Pat.
Well then, let's get a going.
All right, you grubbers. This is it. Let's hit the trail.
They're heading for the showdown.
Phooey. I just can't break loose.
We'll never be able to stop it.
Willie! Edgar!
We're going to set you free.
Hooray!
Boy, it's great to see you guys.
And you're just in the nick of time.
Why? What do you mean?
There's gonna be a showdown.
What do you
A
mean?
showdown between the Coplites and the Grubbers? Yeah, they blame each other for the stealing.
They're gonna fight it out.
They hate each other.
But that's a terrible mistake.
That's what we think.
We know the Grubbers don't steal.
The Coblets don't either.
And we found out who the real thief is.
Oh? Who? It's a monster named Hate Gut. He's been causing all the trouble.
He's made them fight over nothing. Look! It's dawn! Time for the showdown to start.
Come on, we've got to stop it.
Is you ready, Cobbleites?
We is ready, Grubbers.
We call this here showdown to put an end to your sneaky ways.
Our sneaky ways? What about yours? You and your thieving pals has been ruining things around here for years. The Trent Troopers.
What? You calls us tread troopers, does you? Why, you little titter toes.
Titter toes? How dare you call me that,
clumps. You hear me? You gliding gleep.
You ain't calling me a gliding gleep and get away with your lumbering lerp,
Frilly frip.
stamper, stump. Stop!
Stop! Never shut up! Oh, please stop.
Why, them's our prisoners.
Our prisoners, too.
How did you all escape?
And what you doing busting up our shoe down?
We're stopping it because it's a mistake.
None of you are thieves.
There's no reason to fight.
We found the real thief.
The real thief?
What do you mean, the real thief?
Them's the real thief.
No, that's not true. It's really a monster named Hate Gut. He's been secretly stealing from you for years. He's been causing all the trouble around here.
But none of you knew about the monster. That's why he was able to do so much harm.
Oh.
Hate Gut made you blame each other, don't you see?
It can't be true. It just can't be.
It's a pack of lies. There ain't no such monster.
But there is, I tell you. And we could prove it. Come on, we'll show you a secret hole. But be quiet, we don't want to wake the monster.
Well, I'll be. There is a secret hole.
Look at all that loot.
There's some of our gold.
And there's some of our grain.
You can even hear the monster snoring.
See, I told you so.
To be continued. Next time, back at Hate Gut's hole.
What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be?
Good morning, Officer Gonzalez.
Good morning, Officer Gonzalez.
Good morning, boys and girls. I'm Miss Michael. I would like to thank you for letting me come to talk to you this morning. I am Police Officer Gonzalez from the 9th Precinct Community Relations. We want to make friends with you. If you have any problems that we may be able to help you, you can come to speak to us. Do any of you know what law is? It is a rule, and we have rules in the school, rules at home, rules in the street, right, that we must obey. As you can see me, you see my uniform. You see I have a hat, right, a shield. Now it is required that we wear a nameplate. And with your permission, I'll take my jacket off. All right? No one mind? This is a holster. This is a revolver. And I want to tell you that we only use the gun if it's necessary. And this in the back, it's the pouch for the handcuffs. All right? You all see them? Yes?
I come from Ecuador, and you're very lucky because in Ecuador, they can't be a policewoman.
Not every country in South America has policewomen, but I know of a few that do. So maybe we'll get to Ecuador one day, huh? Maybe years ago, policewomen didn't have the same opportunities, but today things have changed. Now we have the same opportunities as the police officers, male. We're all police officers, male or female. I also enjoy working with children. Most of the time they enjoy being with me and having me around and helping them in problems that they have. My children, they're very proud of the fact that I am a police officer. Many times in school, they'll tell everybody, and the teachers, of course, my mom is a police officer, and they'll tell them all about it. Hello, Fernando? This is Mommy. How are you? Did you do your homework yet? All right, we'll talk about it later. So long. I like working in the community because I enjoy working with people. I feel that people do need me in the community, especially the Hispanic people, some of which may not speak the language, and I'm there and I can translate and I can relate to them and they can relate to me. Most of the time, people feel better speaking to a female police officer instead of a man.
Hi, Sandy. How are you? Okay, and you? Okay. Nothing. No work.
As a job, being a police officer is not an easy job, but it's a rewarding job. I don't think that there's any other job in the world like it.
Whoa, did you know that long ago and once upon a time?
There are many black cowboys in the Wild West. You just never heard of them. And one of the best was Nat Love. When Nat Love was 15 years old, he left his house and went to the Wild West to become a cowboy. Nat was looking for adventure and he found it. He had to ride the toughest bronc in town to get his first job. A cowboy's job was a lot of work, Nat found out. There was a lot of danger and weeks of living outdoors. Nat wrote a book telling about his adventures. And in the book he wrote,
After I'd won the shooting and roping contest in Deadwood City, the crowd named me Deadwood Dick and called me the champion roper of the Western Cattle Country. And I carried that name for the rest of my life. I got the marks of 14 bullet wounds on different parts of my body. Almost anyone would have killed an ordinary man.
Nat had a lot of famous friends, like Bat Matheson, Frank and Jesse James, and Billy the Kid. Nat, like many of the other black cowboys of the Wild West, wasn't afraid to do what he wanted to do, and stood proud and tall in the fact that Nat Deadwood Dick Love was part of taming the Wild West.
Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today? Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today?
Hi, my name is Jackie Forte, and this is my girlfriend Donna. Let's play ball. I live at East 105th Street, Brooklyn, New York. Here I am with my mom and dad and my dog Itzy. In the summer, I love to play ball and ride my bike. But I also love to play with my doll collection. I have all kinds of dolls from all over the world. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it company.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. When I grow up, I want to be a veterinarian because I love animals, and when pets get sick, they need someone to take care of them.
And now we join the Big Game Hunt, the show which asks the question, can a nice girl like Cricket Wicked find new games to play every day with the help of a small stuffed doll named Ringalivio in a 3-minute cartoon with no commercial interruptions? Or will they be blitzed by the insidious iniquities of Long John Spoilsport?
That's me, the rottenest two-dimensional character in show business.
Yes, here he is now, in all his rampant rottenness. What are you up to, Long John?
I'm getting set to wreck any game you can name with my new and improved brand of rottenness, containing the specially formulated ingredient of selfishness plus extra added greediness.
I thought there was supposed to be no commercial interruptions on this show.
Ignore him. All he wants to do is to cheat. Now, let's learn a city game played on the street.
On the street?
She says.
Why on the street?
She remarks.
Because in the city there aren't enough parks.
So we can't play baseball.
But our spirits don't droop. All we need is some steps, and we're set to play stoop ball.
It's something like baseball, except only that. You don't need a glove or a base or a bat. You throw it this step. Give it all that you've got. And if you hit the point, it flies off like a shot. If you don't clear the sidewalk, or if it gets caught, your team gets an out. So that's something you ought to avoid. But if your ball should land in the street and bounce once, that's a single.
Wow, that's really neat.
2 bounces means double. A triple is 3. But if you want a home run, your arm has to be pretty strong. Yes, your arm must be strong, I repeat. Because a home run means hitting that wall across the street. You score just like baseball, 9 innings of play, or until someone shows up to chase you away. But keep one eye on traffic, I warn you emphatically. Because if a car hits you, you'll lose automatically.
Now let's see what Cricket can do with the ball.
Right, let's see her throw it.
Now give it your all.
Now to throw a monkey wrench into their game. Wrong monkey wrench. Ah!
A home run!
Man, stoop ball just cannot be beat.
It's the second best way of forgetting the heat. What's the best? Well, the best way to cool off in summer is to turn on the hose.
Wowee!
What a bummer.
Real people, I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
And my friend Jan. It started because of my middle name.
Hi, Yaki. Hey.
That's mean.
I know why they said it. Miss Berger put my picture on the bulletin board, and I put my middle name there.
You mean your middle name is Yucky?
No, it's Yukie. It's Y-U-K-I-E. Yukie is a Japanese name. My mother and father couldn't think of a name, so my grandmother sent a letter, and it said to name me Snow Child because in Japan it was just about to snow. So they named me Yukiya, the Snow Child. That's really pretty. I really like it, but it's so hard to say Yukiya. I can say it, Yukiya. It's not hard. What is your middle name? McDougal. McDougal? What does it mean? I don't know. I wish I had a name like Janet. Sherbert. I wonder what Tom's middle name is. Let's go find out. Yeah. And then you have your string on us. Contact! Ah. It won't work. It only turns once. Let's see. Battery's in here, right? Nope. Not yet. Tom, what is your middle name? Jason. Jason? Don't say it so loud. Next door neighbor's got a big dog. His name's Jason, too. Karen's middle name is Yukiya. It means snow child. Snow child? Because she was born in the winter. Carlos, what's your middle name? Fernando. It's a movie star in Mexico. What about you, Alex? Wing Sing. It's in Chinese. What does it mean? It means forever famous. Wow.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
Good to...
Do you have a middle name?
Yes, dear, I have a middle name. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
It's Alicia. Alicia.
Does that mean anything?
I'm not so sure, but it's a pretty name, don't you think so? Mm-hmm. My mother thought it was pretty. She thought I ought to have it.
What's your middle name? Tyron. It's named after a dragon. A dragon?
My middle name is Dunya. It means it's an African name. It means the whole world.
What a great name. I forgot. Marie. We're cousins. We got it from our grandma.
My middle name? Samuel. I think it comes from the Bible. My
middle name's Geronimo. I got it from my grandfather. It's also a name of a great Indian chief.
Charles. I think that means strong.
I wonder what his middle name is. What's your middle name? Herbert. Where did it come from?
What? My middle name is Wilfred. That was my grandfather's name, and it means peace-loving. And that's what I am.
You guys, Mrs. Berger, picking your middle names in school. Yeah. Then I can tell everybody that my middle name isn't Yucky. It's Yukiya. And it means snow child. Yeah.
Hi, it's Woody, and I've got a sensational treat to make from the Navajo Nation. Navajo fried bread, you must try it, because bread is a part of everyone's diet. We need 1 cup of flour. True, it's true. Then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That will do. ½ teaspoon salt, but that's not the end. 1/2 cup of lukewarm water, my friend. Then 8 to 10 tablespoons, solid and good of shortening for frying, just as we should. Now sift together flour, baking powder, and salt in a big bowl. Stir in the water and mix it all up, nice and so. enough to help you knead the dough for, about 5 minutes or so. If it's still too sticky, dust it with a little flour. Now roll the dough 1/4 inch thick is wise. Then cut it into squares about 2 inches in size. Now melt the shortening till it's nice and hot. Then get a grown-up to fry the squares you've got. They'll puff right up, then brown and drain on absorbent paper. Now do it again. When all the squares are puffed and brown, dip them in honey or jam and go to town. Sardine Elvage, Navajo fried bread.
Hi, I have no name. But come on, play a game and give me one. It's all up to you, whatever you do when we're together. Shall we explore today through a world of colors and clay, where the sun is strong and bright, where the earth is yellow and brown, and there are few cities and towns? A story, a poem. Let's think of one or two. It really doesn't matter whether they're made up or true. Remember, what you do is entirely up to you.
White, black, white, black, white, black, white, black.
I wonder why they're called dumb animals.
And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 1, back at Hate Gut's hole.
Well, we finally shown the grubbers and the Carmelites who's been stealing all their stuff.
And look at all that loot.
There's some of our gold.
And there's some of our grain.
You can even hear the monster snoring.
See, I told you so.
Well, what do you know?
I guess there really be a monster.
Well, what do you know?
Sheriff Sod? Be it true you never stole from us?
Never, Mayor Pitterpat. And how's about you?
'Pon my word, Sheriff, we never once done stole from you.
Then it were the monster this whole time. And this here shoe down was all wrong. Well, I heartily apologize, Mayor Pitterpat.
And I apologize to you, Sheriff Saw.
It be that monster's fault.
He's the one to blame.
We's gotta put a stop to his thieving ways.
Then we can all live together in peace. We want to live Friends and neighbors, we got nothing to fear. It's high time we spoke to this here hate gut face to face. Us Cobbleites.
And we grubbers,
And we humans, too. Us, too.
we'll all stand together.
And together we'll do the deed.
Now we all know he's there. He don't stand a chance.
He could lick us when we was fighting, but he can't lick us when we's together.
Okie dokie, everyone. Let's all stand together and call him out.
Hey,
come on out here, you low-life monster, you hate gut.
Hey, come on out. Hey, Gut. Oh, hey, Gut.
Lord, how ugly.
Gee, Jimmy.
Have you ever seen anything ugly?
Who dares come near to Hate Gut's hole? Who spies on the treasures that he stole?
You ought to know us, Hate Gut. We's the people you's been stealing from.
You's took our grain.
You's took our gold.
You took my glasses.
And your sneaky ways made us blame each other.
But we's found you out, you miserable monster.
Look sharp, for here I come. My name is Hate Gut, and I spoil fun.
Go ahead, Hate Gut. Try to hurt us now.
You can't, 'cause we's all together.
Look sharp, now he inhales. Into his mouth everything sails.
See, Hate Gut? It don't work when we's all together.
Look sharp, now he inhales. Into his mouth everything sails.
You can't do nothing to us no more, Hate Gut.
Look sharp, now he inhales. Into his mouth everything sails.
Hey, the monster's almost finished.
Poor Hate Gut. That ugly beast. No one could love him in the least.
Well, Hate Gut, it's your own fault.
You could have used your mighty breath for doing good.
But you used it for evil.
We would have loved you, Hate Gut, if you done good instead of bad.
Why, we could still love you if you change. Hark, what is this that you say? You might love Hate Gut if he changed his way?
That's right, Hate Gut.
You could help us.
Instead of hurting us. You'd be our friend.
Be our friend.
Why, we'd love you for it.
Then Hate Gut's evil deeds are ended. The wrong he did can now be mended. Never again will he commit a crime, and he'll do good till the end of time.
Well, hooray!
Well, we sure can use your assistance. I'm mighty glad to have you on.
You can help put Ruris back together again.
You could repair Cobble Gulch and the Jumping G Ranch.
Hate Gut will help. Hate Gut will work. From toil and trouble he won't shirk.
Oh, Mayor Pitterpat, you was wonderful and brave.
Shucks, Sheriff Saw. You was wonderful and brave, too.
Hey, y'all. Let's go help our furrin friends fix up their spaceship. Remember, in the bad old days, Hate Gut made these nice folks crash and done ruin their ship.
And now Hate Gut can help us mend it.
He's
strong. He can do it easy.
We sure don't like to see you go.
It won't be the same without you.
Oh, thanks, Sheriff. Thank you, Mayor Pitterpat.
This I took when I was bad. I brought it back to make you glad.
Oh, thanks, Hate Gut. We couldn't fly without it. Gee, thanks.
Well, folks, it looks like you're about ready to take off.
We sure glad you came along and helped make things better around here.
We're glad, too.
Goodbye. Thanks for helping us with Outerscope.
To be continued. Next time, Jewels of the Sky.
Did you know that long ago and once upon a time?
Charles Eastman is my name. And what boy would not be an Indian for a while when he thinks of the freest life in the world? In this book that I wrote, I will tell you about my life as an Indian boy. One of the earliest memories of my childhood as a Sioux Indian is the ride I had on a pony's side. A girl cousin of mine and I were put in fur-lined sacks and balanced on each side of the pony. I had a very pleasant game of peekaboo with the little girl until we came to a big snowdrift. Then it was not so nice. During the summer, nature is at her best and provides a lot of food for the Indian. All were alike, rich in the summer, and all were alike, poor in the winter and early spring. All boys were expected to go without food and water for 2 or 3 days without showing any weakness, or run for a day and a night without any rest. Our games were with the bow and arrow. There were foot and pony races and wrestling. We had play fights with mud balls and willow wands. We played lacrosse, made war upon bees, and in the winter coasted on the ribs of animals and buffalo robes. No people have better use of their 5 senses than the children of the wilderness. We could smell as well as hear and see. We could feel and taste in the wildlife. I owe much to my early training. This life was mine until I was 15, when I went to live with the whites. I dedicate this book with love to Ohaisa II, my son.
And now we join The Big Game Hunt, the show which asks the question, can a nice girl like Cricket Wicket find new games to play every day with the help of a small stuffed doll named Ringalivio in a 3-minute cartoon with no commercial interruptions?
Oh, I must discover someday where that voice is coming from. Oh, well, it's time for me to find what new game Cricket has in mind. Well, now, here's her dream. Let's take a glance. She'd like a game where she can dance.
Meanwhile, unbeknownst to our friends, a sinister figure lurks stealthily in the background.
Yes, it is I, Long John Spoilsport. Meaner than a bully with a hangnail. Faster than a speeding spitball.
Ignore him, Cricket. Now's our chance to find a game where you can dance.
And quicker than you could say Long John Spoilsport, not that you would want to, of course, our friends are off to visit a Kwakiutl Native American village somewhere in the great Northwest.
These kids are playing a game they know by the name of Tequilala Yaqueno.
What does that mean?
Well, the answer's that it just means trick the dancers. The drummer plays a happy beat. The kids begin to move their feet. The beat speeds up. It gets quite fast. The kids dance faster till at last the drummer stops, and they must freeze. They must not move their arms or knees or anything. They must keep staying as they were when he stopped playing. They must not fall or hop about, 'cause if they do, then they're out. Each time the drummer stops, some kid will slide or twitch or slip or skid till only one's left standing there, and he's the winner, fair and square. He gets to play the drum next time.
Let's play.
Well, if you're ready, I am.
Hello again. I just dropped in to wreck the game.
What's the word for drum?
Manasseh.
What's the word for dance?
Uwala.
What's the word for mean, nasty, sneaky, deceitful, and rotten?
Long John Spoilsport.
Yes, it is I. And now that I have swiped your drum, I shall forthwith abscond for parts elsewhere. I'm going to hide someplace where you'll never find me.
What can we do, Ringo?
Well, kids in cities play a game that's very nearly just the same, but they don't need a drum the way they play, so let's all go there right away. The loss of our drum will not spoil this occasion if we make good use of this street decoration. In the city, our game has a different name. The kids call it statues, but it's played just the same. So go on, clap your hands, tap your toes, swing your feet and your arms. Once again, Long John Spoilsport is beaten.
Curses, beaten again.
Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today?
I'm Connie Adams, and this is my brother Bert. I'm 9 and he's 7. We live in Yucatan, Alaska. There's lots of stuff to play and not many people. Here's what we do when we're not in school. When we were little, this train was still running. Would this train ever go? I like going down to the beach near our house. We get to see all the crabs the fishermen caught. My dad's doing oil paints right now, and pretty soon I'd like to do it too. This is a good place to be.
One thing about being a nose, you never know what you're going to smell next.
I do love the smell of garlic bread.
Blech, garlic smells the worst. Here, Have a sniff of this fresh peanut butter ice cream to clear your head.
Peanut butter? I can't stand the smell of peanut butter.
All I can say is you're missing a good smell.
You're the one who's missing something. You sure you don't have a stuffed nose? A little head cold, maybe? Or something like that? I don't really know.
Well, guys, not all noses like the same smells. It depends on what you're used to. And the same goes for the way people smell. Smell is another way that each person is an original. We all have a personal body odor, and that's what we're used to. So other people's odors sometimes seem strange to us. One reason for these differences in smell comes from the number of sweat glands we have. Sweat glands are tiny holes in the skin which allow water inside to reach the outside and cool us when we're too hot. Some of us have more of these sweat glands, and so we sweat more freely. Another difference comes from the food we eat. Foods with strong smells can add their odors to the sweat that comes from our skins. Part of the fun of eating different foods is the many different smells they have. And part of the fun of having many different kinds of people in the world is that they have a variety of smells too.
Real people, I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm teaching my friend Carlos the Chinese lion dance, which is done at all kinds of celebrations. We're going to do it in a school show.
We're getting better.
Oh, I hope so. I really felt like a lion at the end. Are you sure you don't look like an elephant? No, we're getting better. You should see the big guys from Chinese school do the lion dance at the club. Chinese school? Yeah, after regular school, I gotta go to Chinese school. With teachers and everything? Yeah, we learn Chinese, and I belong to a club, the Dragons. Where is it? In Chinatown.
Hey, Alex, come here.
What's he doing here?
He's my friend Carlos.
What's that mean?
That means he's my friend.
You know only Chinese are allowed here. Where are the dragons?
No law says I gotta have only Chinese for my friends.
Boy, are you in trouble.
So what am I supposed to do?
Tell him to go home.
Hey, Alex. He's doing the lion dance with me at the school show, so I brought him over to see you guys practice.
The lion dance? He can't do the lion dance.
He doesn't even know what a lion dance is. I'm not kidding. We've been practicing him for about 2 weeks, and besides, he likes to learn Chinese stuff. We gotta show them that you could do a lion dance. They're not gonna like it. Come on. Okay.
Remember me? I knew you would. I'm Woody the Spoon with something good. Cornmeal pancakes, they're really swell for breakfast or dinner. They ring the bell. This Afro-American southern treat has got a taste that can't be beat. Some black people call it Johnny cake or corn pone, so get the griddle and pans, let's go. We need 1.5 cups of white cornmeal, 2 tablespoons of flour, yes, that's for real. Half teaspoon of salt, can you hear? I'll talk louder. 2 teaspoons of good old baking powder. Now, get 2 eggs, 1.5 cup milk, 1 tablespoon of butter, melted like silk, then lard for greasing the griddle. Now look, to get someone older, we're ready to cook. Sift the baking powder, salt, flour, and cornmeal together. Next, beat the eggs and the milk into a different bowl. Now, put them all together as close as a feather, then stir in the melted butter, rich as gold. Have y'all got that right? The batter will be thin. Now beat it smooth and beat it again. It has to be very, very smooth, you see, to make cornmeal pancakes deliciously. Remember the griddle? Remember the lard? Use the lard on the griddle, but don't rub it hard. Just grease the griddle lightly, put it on the fire until it's hot. Don't turn the flame higher. Take the spoon and drop batter onto the hot griddle, and when they're brown around the edges and firm in the middle, turn them over with a pancake turner just till they're brown. Don't be a burner. Then take them off and start another round. Add molasses or syrup and go to town. Butter and jam are also good. Are they great? Do y'all like them? I knew you would.
Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today? Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today?
All of this squatting makes my knees hurt. Who are you?
My name is Jimmy, and please don't tease me about my size.
You're just the right size. Perfect.
For what position?
Catcher.